and today we have Hello Syndicate subscribers, welcome back to another video at Syndicate Store. I'm Reese Jones, and today we've got something new, exciting. It's coming out of the box, the Lindworm V3 deck by Ethic DTC. So, the Lindworm deck. So the version 1 of the Lindworm deck came out in 2012, which is 6 years ago now. And there was a version 2, and now the version 3 is here. We got it just a couple days ago. So I'm gonna give you guys some info, specs, and all that. I hope you enjoy. Let's get her out of the box. It's wide. It's a really nice looking deck, straight up. This is the longer version. It's 590mm long. The other version is a 560. That's 21.9 and 23.2 inches, which is two very appropriate lengths, I think. It's got that same classic Lindworm style head tube, made with a little bit more support. Still got the cutout in the front. It's just gotten a little bit smaller, and now there's a bit more machining going on. That looks so nice. If you had ridden any of the old Lindworm decks, you'll know that this forged head tube design is strong and lasts a long time. I personally have ridden a Lindworm deck, and it was one of my favorites. It was a real comfortable deck. Each time they just seem to make it a little bit more attractive and intricate. This time they've got the bit of a design going on, scratched up graphic in there, looks really cool. So these V3 Lindworms have a huge width of 5.5 inches, and I think they used to taper more towards the bottom because you still got 5.1 inches of grind width on the bottom, which is more than enough if you're looking to be doing 50-50 tricks and all the rest. This is going to be sufficient. You get a wide plate at the front, meaning blunt slides and stalls will be a dream. Same with crook grinds. I remember this head tube having a real nice amount of space for the blunt stalls. And moving to the back, the brake doesn't seem to have changed much. I don't know why they would. It's a really good brake. It's fitted to the bottom of the deck just by one 6mm bolt. And it's basically a plastic shell around this metal insert. Because it's plastic, you won't get the usual springing noise you do from a metal brake. It's basically a silencer. So if you're worried about the dialedness, you don't have to be with this one. So the Lindworm decks come fitted with a 12mm axle and spacers. You're ready to fit one of these Calypso wheels, which is 30mm wide and 125mm in diameter. That's just Ethic pushing for their new standard. They've got these decks and the forks, the Nemesis fork to go up the front, so you can run these bigger wheels on your scooter. You might have to try it out and see what you think. This is the place to do it. If you're not into these kind of wheels, that's alright. Ethic provide adapting spacers you can change out, and that'll work with an 8mm axle. That's for the usual 24mm wide, 110 up to 125mm wheel. You can run a standard on this deck as well, and that's alright. So yeah, you got the best of both worlds there. So looking at the back end for 5.0 grinds, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of space there for them, but seeing that this deck is 5.5 wide, if you were running a 24mm wheel in there, I think you'd still have a sufficient amount to be able to do them. I remember on the V2 Lindworm deck, which was 4.7 inches, I was doing 5.0s on them without pegs, so it's possible this will be able to 5.0 decently, especially with the 24mm wide wheel. But given the style the Ethic's all about, the pegs usually, they've got these cutouts here, which I imagine a peg would sit flushly in. So yeah, if you really wanted easier 5.0s or ice pick grinds, grab some pegs, chuck them on, that'll work a treat. So yeah, I think one of the most appealing things about this deck is the size to weight ratio. This is a 5.5 inch by 23.2 inch deck, and it really doesn't feel like it, so I imagine that would feel really comfortable under your feet. They also come in a different size. So the two colors are this black and the chrome. This chrome one is the smaller size of 560 millimeters or 21.9 inches, but it's still 5.5 inches wide. The weight I measured for the smaller deck is 1.666, and for the bigger one I got 1.728 kilograms. So if you compare that to some other decks, even some 5-inch decks, you'll notice that it's a really light deck for its size. And I think the two lengths available are really suitable. If you're a smaller guy, 21.9 sounds really good, just under the 22 mark. If you want to do a bit more technical tricks, or you're just a shorter guy, that'd be the go. If you had a bit more height to you and you liked cruising around a bit more with more minimal tricks, this 590 would be the go. I don't think I missed anything. There's not too much more to say about these decks. You just have to see for yourself, ride one for yourself. They look, feel, seem amazing, and knowing Ethic and what they've done, kind of know that it's gonna be good. Ethic's run by riders, for the riders. They're not just making these parts to sell them, they're making them for scooter riders. It might seem like an obvious thing to say, but I have to say that Ethic is for the people. And so are we. That's why we got them here first at Syndicate. Get to the description, syndicatestore.com.au. Go get yourself one of these Lindworm decks. You get some free grip tape as usual, and packed by your boys. You'll be supporting scooter riders through and through for life. Syndicate Store. Subscribe. Buy. Ride.